Headline is HIV positive ex-prison guard jailed for 22 years for a child. So a HIV positive ex-prison guard has been jailed for 22 years after the victim bravely spoke up to police. Now the only reason I'm not mentioning that actual word is because YouTube doesn't like those sort of words, and it will flag up on my video, but you can read it for yourself there, and I will not be mentioning that word. But Martin Richards subjected the schoolgirl to multiple over a 2-year period and was brought to justice on Monday the 6th of November for his horrific actions. The 50-year-old Bacon manipulated his victim into keeping quiet, but was eventually caught out when she found the courage to confide in her mother, who then contacted police. An investigation was launched by officers from Northumbria's Police Safeguarding Department, and former prison officer Richards was arrested in March this year. He was charged with a string of offences and remanded in custody, but desperate to get the case dropped, sent a number of letters to the victim's family. Martin Richards has been jailed for 22 years. Now, it might go on to tell us which prison he was actually working in, but his face looks very familiar. And I've been in all of the jails in the northeast, but his face looks very familiar. Richards of Windsor Terrace, Choppington, was later appeared at Newcastle County Court, where he pleaded guilty to 3 counts of assault on a child, causing a child to watch and perverting the course of justice. However, he denied the charges, and causing or inciting, as you can see, I'll not read it out because I've just mentioned, but was found guilty by a jury after standing trial. On Monday, Richards appeared back at the same court where he was jailed for 22 years and must serve 2/3 of his sentence behind bars. He was also issued with an indefinite harm prevention order and restraining order and must sign the register for life. An impact statement read out in the court, written by the victim's mother, said the impact of the crimes he committed has been profound. Now, these type of offences, you can't get any worse than this. I mean, doing something like this to a child, you just can't get any worse than this. But this particular ex-prison officer, because he's now obviously no longer a prison officer, he's now on the other side of the fence, and he's now going to be feeling what it's like to be a prisoner. But not only that, he'll be put on the VP wing, which is the vulnerable prisoner wing, because with him being an ex-prison guard, depending on what type of prison guard he was, prison guards are going to become under attack if they come into prison. Because if you can imagine, if someone like this has been giving the prisoners a hard time whilst he was a prison officer, and he's now a prisoner himself, he will become under attack from the other prisoners. But for being in what he's in for as well, he's an ex-prison guard, and he's in for the worst crimes possible. So he will become under attack, and he will be on the VP wing. And again, throughout his sentence, he will feel vulnerable, and he will be attacked at one point in his sentence, because it happens to all of them, especially the more high-profile ones. But there is no escaping it. If you're inside for that type of offence, you will become a target, and he will get prison justice at some point throughout his sentence. It's just what happens in the prison system. There's no escaping it.